knocking her off, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the little nigga gets out the stroller and starts coming towards us and shit, right? So I got a big.
You said that nigga was 8 months old though, right?
Yeah, so he can walk.
Oh, well, I don't got no kids. I thought, I'm oblivious to all that shit. What's this? A baby? What do I do with that? Huh?
He's got that starfish walk going, right?
Okay.
Arms all out, the legs all wide. You're kind of like waddling like a penguin.
I can picture it. Huh?
So he's coming towards us, right? I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, what are you? I was like, yo, you want to go get him? She's like, nah, you okay? Go keep doing what you're doing, right? So, I'm like, all right.
On some scandalous shit.
So he comes up like to the point where she can reach out and grab a little nigga, right?
Mm-hmm.
So before she can even be like, oh, don't worry about it, keep going, and hold her a little bit, right? I'll push up on me. I'm like, little dude.
Yeah.
You got to do something with the kid. Put the little nigga back in the stroller or something, right?
Right.
I told her, I said, you need to hurry up. I said, if this condom goes dry, you're going to have to suck this bitch off the rest of the way. Because I did with a condom.
Understandably. Oh, you actually used the condom this time. Wow. You want some new shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No. That ain't nothing new. That was just always picking and shooting. I was always picking and shooting.
Right.
I picked my battles.
Mm-hmm.
But, I wouldn't have made it this long zone. Trust me. If I was just like that as much havoc as I've raised in my life.
Yeah.
Like I picked and choose. And even with the wilder ones, like I knew people that knew them first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like even those crazy shorties that we knew and stuff like that and stuff like I knew somebody that knew them all the time. I always knew somebody that I could get the scoop on them.
Right.
So there's nothing too strange. But this is out Southeast DC. Like I said, this is Southeast DC, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I'm not in a relationship with nobody out here.
Because you in Southeast.
Right. I ain't dealing with no dumb shit one way or another.
Right.
So she got to put the kid back in the stroller, comes back, sucks the dick real quick to keep the condom wet, and keep my dick hard. Because I told her this bitch goes dry, you sucking this bitch off, right?
Understandable.
And of course I finished nailing off and everything, of course. But this is just like, dude, I'm sitting there like I'm even telling Jeremiah. Jeremiah's just shaking his head like, dude, Dad. He said you just so like random. Like at any given moment type. Because I love you for it. He said it's cool as shit, but it's just like wow. I'm like, dude, and I'm 40 years old still doing this wild shit. So
Word.
I was like, I don't know. And she's actually bad.
Right, but you said the baby was basically starfishing his ass in your direction while you trying to rock off.
Shit, well, yeah, he got out, but started walking to the point where he came up to us where she reached over, like, well, I'm still like, I have to push her over, like, look at the kid.
Well, that reminds me of Shorty on the pool table, remember? When Nick was there?
Which one?
In his game room.
The one I didn't come for. Yeah, same type of situation.
Right.
Same type of wild stuff. Like Shorty was on me, same type of situation. Like I was basically being, like, the chick kept trying to take me to her spot.
Yeah.
And, like, was just walking with me and like, yo, come on, like, and she's bad. I'm like, yo, she's wild. Like,
but that's why I couldn't proceed though. Like I actually pumped the brakes on the strength of the kid being too close.
Right, and that's why I had to tell her, like, dude, you gotta take care of this dude. Like, come on now, man.
Right.
Like, she's about to do it, but the one shorty did Ladybug. Like, when Nick used to talk about when we went to that one shorty's house, and I was like knocking her down while she was holding the kid in one hand and had the beer in the other and shit like that. Fucking.
Yo, I remember in Tommy's homegirl building, like, remember when Kelly came up to New York with the stolen baby?
I wasn't around for it. I remember you was telling me about the dumb shit.
Yeah, when she stole the baby and came out here trying to act like it's hers. We was in, like, I guess Tommy's girl's room, with the stolen baby, and she put the baby. I'm like, yo, what's going on? You got the baby right here, and you want me to do such and such? She's like, oh, it's okay. I'm like, you know what I mean? But that baby couldn't walk or anything. He was like, just on some straight up, real incapacitated, still learning the world type shit.
Right. Come on.
I wasn't trying to teach him that little lesson at such a young and tender age of like 4 months.
Birds and bees all day, right? He's coming up, little nigga see me just getting busy and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm having that, your mom having at it.
See, you know what? It goes to show how much you appreciate things when you work hard for it yourself. And being that she stole that baby, she did not gestate the child and carry that in 9 months in her own, vaginal tract and all that. she doesn't have an appreciation for it. That's like if somebody gives you a gift and then you're gonna be more willy-nilly to lose it or do some bullshit to it than if you had to work hard for it. You know what I'm saying? But since she stole the baby, she didn't give a fuck, huh?
I know a lot of shorties that are like that in general. Now, she would have been like that with her own. Should have been like that with her own.
Yeah, there are a lot of shorties do be. Nah, because like I said, the pool table shorties. I'm the one that punked the brakes. The pool table shorty wasn't really giving a fuck. She was like, oh.
That's proof.
Huh?
In my situation, too. That's proof right there.
Yeah.
That's 2 proofs right there. And I just told you about another one that I was with Nick. That's another one right there. I mean, I can go on and on about stuff like that. I mean, that's nothing.
Right.
You know, I mean, I mean, and they look at it more like, you know, oh, they're little, they don't know, like, nah, them niggas, you keep selling these kids short, these kids are not dumb.
Yeah, that shit's gonna be imprinted on their mind somehow. I don't want even if they're little, even if they don't remember. I don't want their current knowledge to be some old bogus shit. You know what I'm saying? It's confusing them. They just got fucked into the world. They don't need to see that shit repeating itself so early.
No, it ain't no good. No, it ain't no confusing. When you see me, you welcome me with some respect.
Word.
and like on the Chappelle show, when the old nigga with that nigga's mom's and grandma, he was like, "Hey, go get some condoms." That nigga's like, "Yeah, the large."
Oh, you know what? In case Shorty's watching this joint, remember I told her about your escapade. Remember when we was in the crib when you was had to move out, whatever you crib. I think it was your mom's crib in Southeast, and you were cleaning this shit up. And you said you did like a walk by thing with a shorty, like a shorty was just walking by on the balcony, and you just opened the thing. Would you care to come in for some dues? And you fucked her, and then she kept walking in the direction she was going after the fact.
Oh, that was a white chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was strange. No, that was strange because this was in the all black neighborhood though.
Right, you just did a walk by. She just happened. It's like it was one continual stream. She's coming from the left. You intercept. Hey, would you like to come in? Da, 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 da. Okay, she's coming. Da, 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 and then she just continues her path.
That was another like 20-something-year-old.
Like she's on a Highlander journey and something, and that's just a path. A thing that she had to do along her way to I don't know, finding herself.
Well, I told you about
She might have a baby in her and everything, huh?
I told you about the thick jump off when I was over there when we got snowed in and knocked on the door. That time we had that snowstorm and she knocked on the door and I was answered right. And I was thought she came to complain about. Well, I told you about this. She said, she was like, yo, I see there be a lot of girls coming in and out of your apartment, and I was getting ready to apologize. I'm like, oh, my bad, and stuff like that. And she was like, oh, no. He's like, yo, I'm trying to get in on it. I'm like, oh.
No word.
I mean, come on in. This is when we had that big snowstorm about like 7 years ago.
Yeah, man. I be trying to tell motherfuckers that you just got the magic glow. You're the only person that could, out attract me in my fucking opinion. Yeah, I mean, you know how I am. I think I'm the best shit in the world out of everybody. But you be having me tops, huh?
You can outspeak. You can out. I mean, you got more going for me than
no, but you've got more of that. I don't know, that mitzvah, whatever the people call it, that sexual just draw. I mean, I got it. Don't get me wrong, but you got that shit like a motherfucker. I ain't never did no walk by with a shorty like that.
Well, I mean, I do sell a sense of security. I mean, I will take care of somebody if I care about you, male or female.
Right.
I'm a hard worker. I mean, I may not always be like the most successful person per se, but I will put everything I have into something.
But you know what? None of that shit meant anything if you're doing a walk by with a chick that you just meet in a path and then have like an hour break and she keeps going on the path. She don't know anything about your hard worker and all your decent qualities. That's just some spontaneous shit that you could do that most people in the world cannot do. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
It's an aura. It's a sense.
Oh, you're saying it's part of the aura and it all goes into it. And they sense that shit even if they have a brief encounter with you.
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
Yes. It's a certain sense of confidence of order.
Got you.
Tommy had it too, though. Tommy had that sense too, where they walk past him and they could feel his presence like that. Like it was just a certain, like he had a certain way about that gave him a sense of comfort. Now the funny thing about it is that of course I would be more apt to versus him, where he's kind of like rocking with them and they holding the shit down and doing whatever. I will put I will provide and put in, you know what I'm saying? Like, I will put that sense in, like, I got you. Like, I'm not going to just bounce on you or just, like, like if I tell you I love you as a person or whatever, male or female, then I truly mean that, and that's unconditional. And I'm not going to turn my back on you. I mean, I have a lot of relationships with a lot of females, and I've known for years. I mean, I can go through the list of females that I talk to as friends or whatever that I've known for over 10, 11 some plus years, and I have a very good, strong relationship with them. And the first thing that draws them to me and they tell me is they know that I'm going to be there, and then I'm not judgmental. I think that's a big one too. I'm not a very judgmental person.
Yeah,
like I will let a person be.
Let them be them. Let them do them, be them, all of that shit. You already know.
Let them be them. I'll make excuses for you. Fuck it. I don't care what your problems are. You black, white, straight. Whatever the fuck your problems, I don't really give a flying fuck what your problems are. If you're a decent person and you
I got a good crazy story. You know what? Why don't, especially since Nick might have passed on, rest in peace to Nick if he is dead. Well, why don't you huh?
That motherfucker's got to say, if he's gone, man, there's a lot of stories that motherfucker could have told that's lost. Dude.
Epic.
I mean, I can tell him myself, but it's not like another nigga telling.
Oh yeah, the way he tells him is golden. But why don't you break the story down of because I got you on the live thing. I think I already told you, but yeah, why don't you break the story down of when
shit. I didn't even know that, but I didn't even know.
Oh my bad.
Oh fuck.
I told you though.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just talking about. Go ahead. I'm going.
Yeah, break the story down of on his birthday when he had the hooker on his birthday.
Oh, you talking about the Tommy jump off?
Yeah, because that's kind of like a two-part story with Tommy.
I ain't gonna do that. No.
Why not?
Because that's not involving me. If it was a story about me. If the punchline,
you were there though, right?
Then I'd be more after. But I'm not. I'm not the punchline in that situation. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
So
it's like you wouldn't want to paint him in a bad light.
There's the secondary funny catch that comes to that's not just involving Nick.
Oh well, I'm gonna tell that story. Yeah, we can tell another story now, but at some point I'm gonna tell that motherfucker story. Cause you know what, Nick don't give a fuck. He wouldn't give a fuck. That's why he did what he did, because he don't give a fuck.
But the problem is that there was in between parts of that story that had a lot to do with Tommy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We could kind of glance over the Tommy part. We don't got to involve the Tommy part because, like I said, it's kind of a two-part story. But there's a way to tell it where you could just stick to the Nick side of things. You can tell it from this perspective, huh?
That's just gossip chat because we have names and we have people who are out there, and then that's just gossip chat. I mean, if we was talking about myself, I could put myself on front line all day.
Yeah, no, I got you.
The shorties that I'm talking about, they're unnamed.
Right.
Anonymous, you know what I'm saying? We're talking more situation, scenario than versus the actual person to put somebody. And I mean, because all we talk about is how life can be, and life can be beautiful. It can be spontaneous. It can be bad. It can be good. It can be all types of things. But all that's just kind of great and it's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But the last thing that we really want to do is actually put somebody under a bus. You know what I'm saying? That don't work. How that lady doing? You know, so and that's the last thing we really want to do.
Well, at some point in the future, I will tell that story, but I'll just leave out all names, so don't nobody know who the fuck I'm talking about.
You can tell that story. You can tell that story, but tell that story like, you know, some other time when it's miscellaneous.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And I respect and I feel what you're saying. I duly noted. I got you. Huh?
Yeah. You can pick another situation where I'm an ass in the situation, or even some. I'll even go some Nick with you as far as. Because he's not. If he is gone, then he's not going to be here per se to really tell the stories. And so sure, I would. I'd throw some of the butter fun stories that he loved to hear and tell too. It's like Pete. Obviously Pete would love to hear and tell some of those stories. Because that was his personality or that sense of humor. But with some of the other aspects of some of that, I just want to kind of just let that one just kind of go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I would even put myself on certain blasts on certain parts of that conversation, and I wouldn't really give a fuck as much. But I don't really want to, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
You want to put homeboy out like that? I got you. It makes sense.
I'm the asshole with it. You know what I'm saying? Have some fun. I'll have some fun with you real quick. You know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Do we got a story where we were both that? We got to have a bunch of stories where we're both the asshole and we both caught some fucking goofy ass L's and some shit. I remember one time some nigga beat me. I was drunk off my ass in DC somewhere, and somebody was telling me to leave the club, and I'm actually making my strides to leave the club, but I guess I was a little slow paced because I was like slurry drunk off my ass. This nigga busted out some nunchucks out of nowhere and beat me to the ground with them shits. I was with Alias. Like, I was not expecting that. Them shits came out of nowhere, like he pulled them out his crack or something, just boom, and next thing I know, I'm on my ass.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough. That wouldn't have went down with me. Well, you might have still got knocked on your ass, but it would have definitely went further. I mean, I can't predict the future.
I was mad drunk.
Just like, land you one real quick.
I was mad bent.
Definitely would have. Huh?
I was mad bent.
It don't matter.
I was so bent that I couldn't even imagine that. Maybe that's not what happened. Maybe I just tripped over something and I imagined the whole thing of nigga pulling out joints.
Well, then I'll choke you out. But I'm gonna punch that nigga out.
Word. Well, how about the story with Sugar Bear? That's a good one. The meeting place.
The nigga hating on you. Oh yeah, when we was at the little club thing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
His man was like trying to blow up the spot and stuff like that. Yeah. Nah, but they were good people. Your man was just being an asshole. He was just hating.
Right. Yeah, nah, Sugar Bear was cool. What's that song he had back in the day? The Sugar Bear song? Did he do Doing the Butt?
Yeah, Doing the Butt, yeah. And they did
Doing
that,
the Butt.
Thing
Ow. Huh?
They did that It's Your Thing with Salt and Pepper.
It's your thing. Ow. Do what you want to do, yeah.
So that's probably more known, I would guess.
I don't know.
Doing the Butt
Yeah.
song.
Doing the Butt was kind of big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dope
it
story.
had to be to get attention like that for Salt and Pepper and all of them to want to do music with them like
Right.
that.
But basically, ladies and gentlemen, Sugar Bear's entourage, this a go-go performer from the DC area, quite notable dude, Sugar Bear. He had his entourage. I was trying to talk to a girl, or a girl was trying to talk to me. I forget which one it was. And somebody in that dude's entourage just started riffing and, hating. You know how motherfuckers do. And,
One dude.
huh?
The rest of the crew cool as shit.
It was just that one dude, yeah.
One dude. Because he was trying to get at the shorty that was all on you.
Yeah. Oh, that's what, because when I'm on the chick, I got tunnel vision. I don't be paying attention to what other niggas is doing. They don't exist far as them.
The meeting place at Foggy Bottom in Northwest DC.
Yeah. Right across from the Ascot.
Yeah, the Ascot. Did we YJ Sting that spot? I know we pissed on some door handles out
there.
Did
we?
We did some type of spot. I'm not sure if we YJ Sting.
I remember we YJ Sting at some spot with Pete remember when Pete had like the modeling chicks or something, and then we ended up YJ Stinger and something, and she touched the door.
That was more Northwest though.
Yeah. I don't know. We were pissing on a lot of places.
Well, you got to tell people, I guess, what the YJ Stinger would be, because they probably don't understand what the fuck a YJ Stinger.
Oh yeah, piss on your man's hand for a YJ Stinger. It's like when you piss on a door handle, and then you just like kind of just chill on the cut and wait for someone to actually grab
some
it.
Some type of anonymous object or something. You can even piss on a stick. Something that the nigga
Yeah, something that involves your urine on something else that somebody else is gonna eventually touch.
Right, if you get tired of changing the kids' diapers and you want to show that nigga one for, you know what I'm saying? You piss on that nigga's favorite toy, you know what I'm saying? With that nigga.
Right. But we our niggas wouldn't do that shit today. I mean, at least I wouldn't.
Shit.
Like, fuck that.
Never did the kid thing, but I'm saying though.
We was some wild motherfuckers. That's what it come down to.
I mean, I hang out with a lot of like late 20, early 30-year-old shorties, and they like doing wild shit.
Yeah.
I'm still down for skinny dipping and not an abandoned pool, but one of those shits where it's closed at night or something. I mean, I'm biracial. I'm sorry. I got a lot of white and black in me, natives. So
right.
I got tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
I got tendencies. So kumbaya, my lord, in the middle of a football field at night. I mean.
You got what they say. You got the kooky cracker genes coming in and taking over and fucking you over and having you do some stupid shit.
All types of all types of fun stuff. Right. You never know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I said I still would probably produce a one. Have I even?
Nah, cause Tommy didn't have all that mixed shit like us, and he was doing all types of shit. Tommy was worse than us probably.
Oh, you good? You good, man? You good? Yeah, there are a lot of old ones. This house is new over here. They just did this one. They just remodeled the other one. But that's a classic. Which one? Right there. That's where I'm at. Yeah. Oh, Kevin? Kevin? Oh, okay. Oh, that was the son. That was Dottie's son, the lady that's, you know.
Oh, he's doing the thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Salute, people. Peace, peace.
Oh, all right.
Make sure.
Oh, no, they remodeled, the Spanish guy remodeled that whole thing.
I seen, and I was like, wow. I said,
Oh, okay, cool.
Salute, people. Peace.
Right.
He told me I come out from the to see how it is now.
Well, they moved out of this one. Yeah, so this one is, I think, I don't know what they plan on doing with it. Right. So, you know, it's a post-up spot now. You know how, come on now. We're moving down the line here, baby. You know, this was the post-up spot. They remodeled it now. We're going to post up here. Can't stop the movement. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta highlight homeboy and find out when he's trying to release this track. Shout out to Boris Blake, yo. I mean, take your time, but you know,
man, you have a good one,
if
baby.
you give me the okay, I'll put this motherfucker out.
Sorry
This
about
joint
that.
is fire. Nah, that's cool. What, you trying to squat in some abandoned buildings? What you talking about over there?
Nah. I'm just this next door to where I met the people. That she just walked by. I was looking at them spots and just spoke conversation real quick.
True.
That's basically it.
Yeah, we did a lot of YJ stingering.
Yeah, but pretty much like you were saying though, like I'd just be sitting around and all of a sudden, cause that shorty, she like 22, 23, she's cute, real nice.
Oh, she's trying to pop something off potentially.
Huh?
She's trying to pop something off with you potentially.
I don't know, but it's not. It doesn't always mean about sex. That's the thing. It's not always about sex. It's just it's that open personality where somebody is comfortable enough to talk.
Open door policy.
Yeah. I ain't bothering nobody for real. I love conversation. I cannot take it too far. I appreciate somebody, you know, stopping, talking, smiling for a second, you know, showing some type of love or appreciation and keeping it pushing. Mm-hmm. It's cool. It'd be a beautiful world if everybody can kind of like function like that. But unfortunately, shorties don't feel comfortable all the time because some niggas do.
You see how the dogs do it? A dog could just sniff a shorty dog butt and everything good money.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the cleanest nose in the world.
Right.
And the butt.
Mm-hmm. Doing the butt. Ow.
But yeah, you know, we definitely YJ thing at the town clean. You know what I'm saying? We don't
pissed a lot of people off. Huh?
We don't paint the town red. We golden shower the town yellows. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. You know.
Or we could talk about Mick. How I was gonna put him in the what was it gonna put him in the walls of Jericho?
Oh, you talking about with the Jamaican dude that was stealing the cameras?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I got a good funny story for you.
All right, break it down.
I got a good one for you. Now, this is a Nick jump off.
Okay.
This is one Nick loves to tell. You know, God, I wish Nick was around. He is, you know, he got on my nerves. I can't stand him, but you know, I still miss the Nick. You know, he's an idiot though, and he just don't know how to keep his mouth closed. But back to the story. You know how we had the spot, the Colesville in Silver Spring, Colesville Towers. Silver Spring, Maryland.
Trish, what up? Mm-hmm.
And he had that black chick, you know, Nick, white boy, crazy nigga, you know what I'm saying, young dude, early 20s, but likes to smoke the krills.
Likes to smoke the krills. Krills are crack for those of the... Now, how you gonna talk about how we used to like to smoke crack? You talking about keep it conservative with Nick, don't blow up his spot, and here you go talking... Because I was thinking of a few different krill stories in Nick, but I said I'm gonna put the carblage on him since you trying to speak about Nick in a good light. Now you talk about he like to smoke the krills.
No. No, I didn't say Nick. I said I'm trying to keep certain shit with Tommy out of it. Nick, I will talk about. I said because Nick would love to tell the story, and if he's not here,
Yeah, because that was my. Okay, I got you. Because when we were talking about the other thing, I was like, "There's a way we could glance over Tommy and still talk about Nick." And I thought you were saying, "No, still Nick." Yeah, because Nick don't give a fuck. That's what I'm talking about. My bad. Just go ahead. I got you. My fault.
It's Tommy. Yeah.
Fuck
I'll
it.
go with some Nick shit. You know,
all right. All right. So we open on the Nick because I know a few different Krill stories about Nick.
No. But that's the thing though. Like the reason, and the only other reason too, is because Nick loves to tell stories about me.
Mm-hmm.
So Nick always talking about what I was doing.
Yeah, he'll always blow up a nigga business.
You know.
Yeah.
Huh?
He'll always blow up a nigga spot.
So
whether you want it to happen or not.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But back to the situation.
All right.
So we had to. So was you there? I'm not sure. Was you there when he had the black chick, April?
I don't know.
The girl in the apartment that we had. But this is after we brought up the green sofa. Well, run back the story real quick. There was a green sofa downstairs in our building that I told him not to take because it was a pullout with a mattress because we had the mattresses all over because I always had shorties over the spot. But you know the rules. What was the rule of the apartment, Tone?
Well, the rule.
I had one rule. One rule.
I don't remember. What is it?
No testosterone.
Oh yeah. Don't bring no niggas over. You know what? That was so much a staple of a rule that I couldn't even think that because that's just like such common sense. Yeah, of course.
No testosterone.
Because I followed that rule all throughout life ever since. Yeah, ain't bring no niggas around me. I got enough friends.
Shorties could bring
women only.
Friends all they want.
Shorties could bring shorties.
We had all types of shorties hanging out, chilling. Everybody's cool.
Lady Lie, what's up?
But Nick, but back to the apartment now.
Yeah, no testosterone rule was in effect.
Right. So I remember coming in, and Nick was in there. Oh, so yeah, I told him not to bring the sofa upstairs. He wanted to bring the sofa up anyway. I told him no, and he agreed. A day or something later, I hear a banging at the door or something. This nigga got the sofa upstairs and stuff like that, the pull-out sofa bed.
Wow.
You remember what happened after that?
Well, I remember the condition of the sofa. Is that what you're talking about?
The outbreak.
Oh, the outbreak. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, so that's why you told him not to bring it because it was a fold-out. You didn't know what type of dust mites and crazy shit was in it.
I told him I was cracking ignorant jokes talking about, there's a whole bunch of foreigners that live in the shit. Being ignorant, talking shit. You know how people just do talking shit. I love my foreign people. As a matter of fact, I fuck with them better than I do us. You know me, I'm always usually dating some damn African or some damn whoever.
Right.
But the motherfucker had bed bugs.
Yeah, the bed bug situation.
Now back to the story.
I think that was the first time and I think the last time that I ever had a bed bug situation. That shit was nasty.
Was over there.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm getting skin crawling right now, even just as you bringing the shit up.
Right. Word. Yeah. That was rough, man. That was rough.
Yeah, the shit ended up like the crib. Everyone in the crib had like an outbreak of some shit. We had like whelps going on and
little spots. Nobody knew what the fuck they were.
Yeah, we didn't know what the fuck that was.
But that's not the story though. So we're back to the story now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I came in with some shorty. I would guess probably Mira, the white chick, maybe even. She was hanging out around that time.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who. And it might have been you or somebody, and he had her there, and he was banging her, because you know how he walks in on me a lot, and I be knocking at shorties, and I be like, he just walks, and he was doing his thing,
Yeah.
So shorty got a little nervous. I was like, oh no, don't worry.
I think I was there.
So I brought the shorty into the room. I brought the shorty into the room or whatever, this, that, and the third. So when we come back out though, he's like, oh yeah, everything's cool, you know what I'm saying? He's walking around, and we go sit out there, and this is when we found out we had the bed bugs. Matter of fact, this is when we found out they were bed bugs. Because we were sitting there, and I looked on her leg, and they were crawling on her boots. And I saw them little weird things. I'm like, damn, those look like type of weird crab type looking weird things or something, right?
Yeah.
And I saw them in the sofa. And I'm like, oh, fuck. We got bugs, right? And shorty don't even know. And all of a sudden, Nick pulls out the crack pipe. Shorty look, turn around, that nigga just starts firing up his crack pipe. And I'm sitting there dying.
Oh shit!
Shorty got the
I think I was there. Yeah, cause he'll whip that motherfucker out like a porno star whipping his joint out. He'll whip that motherfucker out too.
He pulled that shit out like bling bling, nigga.
Right. Yeah. Bling bling. Had the shit in the collar. Beaming his ass up. Wow.
So this nigga pulls out the crack pipe, drops the mega C-bomb. A mega C-bomb. He didn't even bring up he didn't do like his normal shit where he just tells bitches in the middle of a conversation, like we been talking about some educational shit like the science and if the earth was round and flat, and he'd be like, oh yeah, that's smoke crack.
Right. I mean, that's abrupt too, but at least it's conversational. It's not a physical, you're not bringing out the actual prop. That's wild.
Oh my god, this bitch had the dumbest look in her face, dude. Like I said, on top of it, and shit, the bugs are crawling on her. She don't even know it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I had the one shorty that came into the apartment, saw that we had the rug covering up the bathroom. She knew immediately that the kitchen, not covering up the bathroom, it was covering up the kitchen. She knew immediately that shit was fucking. She said, as soon as she walked in the door, she said, oh, so why is this room in quarantine? And opened it up, and had the trash filling.
Right. Oh, I got a dope story. I'll get to another Nick Crack story, but I thought of a dope one. You want to tell? Well, I don't know if you want to tell this one, because it do involve Tommy, but it ain't really, well, I don't know. The one with the shorty that was reading the poetry? I'll leave it up to your discretion.
I don't even remember that.
It was a you and him Super Smash Brother event. And when she came, she started reading the poetry.
I'm reading poetry.
And then,
dude, I couldn't even tell you how many.
Y'all were trying to settle on me and I wasn't feeling it?
Oh, that wasn't a Nick jumbo, that was a Tom jump.
Yeah, that's why I said. That's why I said I'll leave it to your discretion, huh?
Wonder Twin situations with the big jump on.
Right, the Wonder Twins, yeah.
Well, because that was the funniest on me though.
Mm-hmm.
That was the funniest on me though. Yeah. We can throw that one. That's the fun on me.
Okay, go for
that's
it.
Hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That was hilarious, dude. Oh man, yeah. That's when Shorty came over. Big Shorty came over. We talk about. She was. I don't know. That chick was wild. Talk about. Oh, I don't want no videotaping and no cameras because I plan on being the governor or mayor or some type of old wild
Well, hold up. You know what? Let's tag. Hold up. Let's tag team this story. I'm gonna give a little preface and then I'll alley oop it to you and then you could take it from there. Our good friend, he found a shorty.
Okay,
he found a shorty on Craigslist to come through. Wildebeest situation, big, burly, just all fucked up looking. You know what I'm saying? And she had some situation with her leg. She either had a cast.
That's my nigga, so I take one for the team.
Right. She either had a cast on, like one of her legs was messed up in some type of way, and that was for my boys over there.
Well, it wasn't on there now, but it was fucked up before.
Yeah, it was something was she probably didn't have it on. Yeah, something was fucked up with her leg. So she comes over there, so they could, do their Wonder Twin thing, because they used to do a lot of Wonder Twin stuff on these type of women, and so she comes in the crib, and then for whatever reason, she just decided to bust out a poem and start reading poetry to us like we're a studio audience or something in there. And she got all deep and passionate with it. She broke out a paper. She's reading the shit and da-da-da. So we all looking at her like, well, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like it's on some...
remember that shit.
Right.
Because I didn't pay none of that shit no more. I remember that's when I was drinking.
Yeah, because y'all were mad drunk. Yeah. Both of y'all were mad bent.
I know me. I was probably wandering around.
Right, y'all were bent. So, I'm just there chilling. Now, me, I'm chilling. I got my bowl of cereal. They'll tell you I never rocked with them on that crazy excursion shit with big wildebeest and none of that. I always been on some
No. You're sweet and clean, nigga.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm more conservative type individual in that.
You're the lawyer nigga, the nigga that can't get his hands dirty. You gotta
Exactly. Can't get my
make
hands
sure
dirty like
everything's
that,
all
right? So, but I'm chilling there. I'm eating my little cereal. They doing whatever. Listening to Kick the Poetry. I'm kicking back. All right, let me hear the shit. Might be some good shit, whatever. And then at the end, now this, I remember this part because this was the funny thing. When she was done, she said she said, "Now, gentlemen, take me to your room." You remember that?
Oh no, sure. I remember some type of bullshit.
Yeah, take me to your room. But what did y'all?
Yeah, see, that's what Tommy would entertain that type of stuff. I mean, you talk about somebody that would even tell them that he would marry them.
Yeah. He'll go all out with it.
That shit,
but the thing was, there was no room to take her to. We was in the living room. There wasn't gonna be any like cover or anything. Them two was gonna do their Wonder Twin shit all out in the open. So when they told her, there ain't no room. You know what I'm saying? This is where it's at. It's the place to be.
Right.
And then all right, so you could take the story from here. I just had to give the preface.
Right, and thank God too, because I don't remember most of those parts. I vaguely do.
So, Fran, what's up?
Important parts. That's probably when I was working on that bottle of rolling me up one. But, she came over. She was putting in the work. She tried to do a fake bullshit split, and she was talking about we couldn't bend a certain way, and she had to like kick her leg. That's why you talk about the leg, and she started in the middle of something. We had to like prop her leg up and started trying to get into a long saga about why her leg was fucked up. If I remember correctly, one of us shut that shit up with a dick in her mouth. But she tried to get at you, and you was like sitting there, but you was commentating. Me and you was like talking shit back and forth, and you was commentating.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what you was saying. And she was like, why don't you come in there and get on this? And she tried to like do some weird crawl looking funky weird shit towards you and shit. You was like, he was getting ready to punch her. not literally punch her in the face, but you felt being violated. I mean, like I said, you're not the
hold on. Let me touch this up and get, because since it happened to me, I know the explicit details. Y'all two are bent off your ass, and she had said something. Oh, you don't want none of this or something like that. I'm like, nah, I'm good. And I guess you know how women are. They'll just be assuming that things are not what they are. They'll never just say, oh, maybe you just don't like me. She was assuming that I was maybe shy just because I was quiet and I'm just sitting there while these two were like pound up.
Right, she punished, right, trying to rip you.
Right, so she took that as like, oh, well, maybe if I make an advance toward them, that'll change that. And but these two guys, y'all were on some helping her out. Now it wasn't just a 2-on-1; it was a 3. It was like a handicap. Y'all 3 was trying to come at me, not like to push shorty on me. Not them niggas push themselves on me. I must get that point, huh?
Oh yeah, we were crack jokes and egg that crab boy. Oh yeah, come on now, come on. Oh.
Yeah, so now next thing you know, I got this big wildebeest coming in my direction, and you got these niggas aiding her to try to like force her upon me. And as I recall, she ended up like grabbing at my pants, trying to get my zipper down. I'm like, nah, chill, I ain't fucking with that, I'm good. And she kept trying to grab it, get the zipper down. I'm like, nah, yo, I'm good, chill. And then they was holding me down practically and everything. But I had a leg free, huh?
I wouldn't touch you. I ain't touching no goddamn body.
Nah, I remember y'all niggas was trying to hold me. Y'all thought it was some funny shit that y'all were gonna hold me down and let this woman just do A to the Z to me or whatever, right? But basically, I at the very least I had a leg free. It was about to really get hectic then, and I knew her leg was fucked up. And then she's like, oh, she's still smiling, thinking everything is good. I'm like, bitch, I'm about to kick the shit out your leg. Get the fuck off me. Oh, you really don't want it? No, bitch. You know what I mean? And she got the fuck up off of me.
That's almost like Harlem Nights. But that nigga Eddie was like, I'll blow that little crinkly motherfucker off. He's like, hey, you ain't gonna shoot my pinky toe off, motherfucker.
Word.
But to the funny part now, so me and you spitting commentation back and forth, talking shit. We were probably talking all types of ignorant debauchery shit,
right.
And all
maybe
that
that's why she thought I was in on it, because she saw me cracking jokes and shit, and maybe she took that as a sign or something. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna crack jokes. I don't give a fuck about what y'all got going on.
Right. But we doing the commentary, but
right.
Doing the voices and stuff, the voiceovers, the ignorant stuff, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere,
didn't feel like wrestling the beast.
Oh, me. never made no sound like that before in my entire fucking life.
Oh, the ooh sound. I think I vaguely remember where you're going with this.
I felt a fucking tongue hit my ass. I don't know. I'm in the middle of a bullshit conversation.
Mm-hmm. I do remember the ooh. Yeah, you did like a ooh. I remember that.
Ooh. No, I joked. I didn't go ooh. I went, ooh. Like, what the fuck was
that?
Like,
I thought it was a more delayed ooh, like a ooh. It was a quick ooh.
No, I jumped the fuck up. I don't, because I was not expecting that, dude.
Right.
That bitch caught me off guard, dude. That was so hilarious. I was like, oh my god, I never made it sound like that in mine. So, now, if it was like a...
She was taking that tongue-in-cheek humor way too far. You know what I mean?
Like, if it was like a type of sound, then that would have been more like, I was ready for it and that was good. Now, I was, even if I liked it or not, if that was the case or not, I was completely put the fuck off guard, dude. I mean, I didn't even think that I could even like pinch a sound like that before. I didn't know that's what. How you doing, sir? That was. All right,
so what happened after you felt that?
After that, what was she start trying to talk some wild stuff to him or something? I guess I thought you beat up something.
No. You hold up, bro. You going a little too far ahead. We got to go back to the ooh. We got to examine that little detail right there. All right, you felt the thing in there. Then what happened next? Did it continue? Did it commence? Did you pull her the fuck up off you on that level? Like.
No, I jumped off of that one.
Okay, you jumped off of that. All right.
That one got jumped off.
Because remember, I wasn't looking at y'all niggas technically when y'all were actually doing such and such. I just happened to hear the ooh.
That caught me off guard. I was not prepared for that one. No, that's when we don't play too far. Because she even asked us when we was going to do the whole put our jump offs in the mountain. Nah. We ain't bumping and doing none of that stuff.
Oh, you wanted to bump and grind? Want some sword? She wants some sword play.
Yeah, no, like, you know, where you pipe them both at the same time and you put them both in your
nah.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
No sword play.
She was wild. But that's a Tommy special. I mean, that's what
that was like a routine.
I mean, I'm down for the cause because you got to remember, he's a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't, I can't, you know, the type of shorties that I get, he can't get with. It's a lot easier for me to go ahead and rock with the party with him and be like, all right, well, fuck.
You're more versatile.
So we go to the BBW.
You got your world that you can rock with, and you can dip in his world.
Yeah, I got love for big girls. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind, you know. Now, not like that per se. You know, like on my own, you would never catch me kicking it with somebody like that or talking to somebody like that or rolling like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
oh, what about the Biggie bitch?
And celebrations and shit and chilling.
Now, remember the time we were hustling and you ran into the Biggie bitch?
But you see how long it took that motherfucker to get that?
To get what?
See how long it took to finally get it, for her to finally be able to even suck, for me to even let her suck my dick. Because I never even hit that.
Oh, the Biggie bitch.
I never even hit that. I let her suck it because she was trying to fuck. I didn't even want to do that. And it took her months. She kept stalking us for a while before I even took that, before I even had it. And remember, it was a bad day. Remember, she called me on a bad day. We was out there. I was pissed off. I got done arguing with somebody.
Like she was following us all day or some shit like that, right?
She was hanging out. No, she didn't follow us that day. We was posted. And I remember I was mad. And she came up and she said to me, look, I know you ain't trying to fuck, but all I want to do is suck your dick. And I looked at her and I said, you know what, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
That was it. That's all I had. You know,
but then you tried to petition it all on me, I think, too. You were like, yo, Tone, this shit was great. Do you want some of this?
Oh, dude, you put a monster. That thing was a monster. I mean, that thing was like I said, I'll even tell you what I said back then.
That was one of your best situations.
And when I rocked off, and she didn't even flinch, dude. She didn't even flinch when I rocked off. I mean, she was just happy. And I was happy.
Yeah.
I was fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
But you know, good times, man. I don't know. I mean, but these are people who spend time with me. You know, they gave me a good. You know, they spent time with me. I thank these people. Fuck that hoe and that bitch. You know, all that. Hell, I was there participating with the motherfuckers. So I don't know what that say about me. Well, we all know what that say about me. You know, but I'm a hippie. I'm a tree hugger, love animals and water and free spirit.
Right. I'm trying to think of maybe some good hustle stories that are, that we could legally speak on, huh?
I do what now?
I'm trying to think of some good hustling stories, like when we were out in the spots.
Well, you got to remember when we used to do the Robert Perrys, when we was paying people to buy whoosh up and down the street. We had bid on that shit, and stuff like that. I mean, we had We had a whole bunch of 6'5", 6'6" niggas jumping up and down, going by whoosh.
Right.
I mean, what more do you need to talk about? These are gangsta ass niggas that spent 12 some years in prison for like murders and attempted and shit.
And we had them doing all types of stupid shit.
Yeah, talk about doing Robert Perry, sticking your finger up bitches' asses and shit. To the point where shorties knew what the fuck it was. Like, oh, you gonna Robert Perry me?
We got a question. We got a question from Patricia. She's a mad cool chick. She asked you, how the hell did you get in the position to get your ass licked? Oh, was you lying down on your stomach, on your back, or did you have your legs up?
I had one leg up on the foot sofa on the
You have the Captain Morgan.
I had my other leg on the cushion itself, and I was holding my.
I hope you hearing this, LA. Yeah, he did it.
I was holding myself up.
So you had one leg up on like a footstool on the sofa.
Talking, huh?
You had one leg up on the sofa thing and the other leg on the floor.
No, on the armrest. Because she was sitting at the time, sitting in a sit position, sucking my jump off. I was talking to you. She popped the bitch out of her mouth, pulled my shit up, and just licked me from the facing forward. So she didn't get me from like behind.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was the up under.
Oh,
the up
okay.
under type of thing. You know, like when somebody's getting around your balls, they said, you know, like type of thing, and they get you from the up under thing. And then I was sitting there being ignorant, talking conversation, doing dumb shit. Because I mean, what the fuck I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit there. I mean, the bitch was blessed. I mean, dude, I'm not gonna sit there and be like playing googly eyed motherfucking shorty. I mean, what the fuck?
But nah, check it though, right?
It's more or less. Huh?
Now I got a homeboy that I felt, one of my friends online and shit, right? He makes up terms like how we used to do, how we used to have our own language and shit. So he do that today, and you know his shit be going viral. Niggas fuck with his shit. We call that shit a Captain Morgan.
What?
When you getting your ass licked, and especially if you getting your ass licked, if you got your leg propped up on something. Like remember the Captain Morgan on the liquor bottle? Yeah.
Yeah. That's the butters. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you know you got a Captain Morgan.
Yeah, you know.
And sometimes we could call the asshole the Morgan too, so you could say you got your Morgan licked.
That's the thing though.
Mm-hmm.
I got Captain Morgan's, but I didn't give her liquor license though.
Oh, look at that. Word. Nice.
Yeah. That was funny though. That was hilarious, dude. That was hilarious.
We can talk about some good boast out, chest out shit. How we had the whole City Place Mall on lock, and how I used to come through with the bottles of Hennessy, and I just be in the mall pouring niggas cups and just doing whatever the fuck we wanted.
Oh, you be drooling all over yourself, shaking your drunk.
Yeah, sometimes if I got to that level. You know what I mean?
Shit face drunk. That shit would be hilarious.
But I had mad money though.
Yeah, but I mean it would be crazy because I'd be like a whole fucking what I used to drink like a whole liter and a half of Cavassier to myself because we used to get our own bottles.
Yeah.
We used to get our own bottles of Cavassier.
Yeah, we were drinking.
We would get the big bottles of liters, and I would literally drink like a bottle and a half, and you would drink like the whole fucking bottle, and I would have to carry your big 6'6" ass home.
Word.
The fucking Brits, and I would still be sober enough to walk. That shit was ridiculous. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, you got a little better tolerance than I did.
Huh?
You got a little better tolerance than that. What about that time we got Laws? I think we had got the big bottle of Cavassier.
We got the XOX jump.
Yeah, and it was a big bottle too.
Oh, dude, that's when I was with the baby mom. We was riding around on the train and stuff. We got lost, dude. I'm sitting there talking with some deaf guy and stuff on the train. We got off there, and we knew exactly where we was going. We know the whole DC like the back of our hands. And nigga got lost. We so lucky. We got off like Petworth.
Yeah, that day we didn't know we were coming, going. What was going on?
Talking sign language with some deaf nigga, like with a little bit of sign language I do know.
Right, that's right. I do remember it was some deaf dude. Yep.
Huh?
Yeah, I do remember.
I gotta brush up on my sign language because I used to know how to. Because remember, I was sitting there actually busting conversation with them then. You know, not like really, really good ones, but you know, I had enough little conversation back then. I have a study said. I mean, we're talking about this. How long ago was this? Like almost 20 years ago or some shit.
Yeah, 2000.
I haven't practiced it. Even my Arabic, I haven't practiced my Arabic. I gotta practice a lot of that shit. You know, I've been trying to learn how to speak more of the Ethiopian shit. So I'm trying to get past that them and this Bonjo shit. I
Oh,
was learning some shit. I was studying some shit, but you know, that fell off.
yo, I just thought of a dope Tommy story. And it involves Thoreau. A dope Tommy story, right?
Hmm.
And I know you at least heard it. I don't think you were there. I think it was a me and Tommy moment when it was back, you know, it was early on the online when we were trying to get the like the shit they do now with the OnlyFans where they get the chicks to strip and all that. You know, he was back on that back in the day. But so he had this shit with these big behemoth chicks. So we had this big behemoth chick come through to take pictures and the model get in the yo. I remember she got in the shower and when she got out, it was like the tub was the floor because there was so much of her and she had so many cracks and crevices that when she got out of that water, she retained so much of that water and just flooded the whole floor like on some, as they say, no cap. But anyway. You know, that's just a part that I remember. But, you know, he's there modeling, taking the pictures. Yeah, this was shortly after September 11th. Because we had an American flag. And, you know, he's doing his little thing, videos, pictures, so he could put it online and shit. And he had the American flag, like, up her ass, I think. And, you know, was just, you know, doing all types of shit with the flag to be on some patriotic shit right after the September 11th shit, right? Then, oh, yeah, this is the funny part. Now, remember, Thoreau had this bottle in his room. He used to have an empty bottle of some type of liquor. I forgot what it. Remember?
Yeah. I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah.
Shit.
So you know, Tommy decided to borrow said bottle, and in his pictures and everything, you know, that bottle ended up going up her bus. He stuck it up her ass, and was doing the video and all that type of shit. But lo and behold, after he's done, this nigga puts the empty bottle back in my homeboy's room. You know what I mean? But the thing is, they kind of had like a somewhat of a beef. You know what I'm saying? Like a cold war, so to speak. Like I was more the glue. I was the glue to a lot of niggas or whatever. But them niggas had like a little bit of a mini beef, right? So next thing you know, Thoreau comes back, because Thoreau wasn't there. He was out hustling. I think he was in Richmond or some shit. He comes back from Richmond, and Tommy was still in the crib though. And next thing you know, this nigga's got his bottle, and you know, he used to like to pose with it, so he's posing with it in his mouth, you know, just joking, doing some funny shit. Nigga Thoreau with the bottle to his mouth and everything. And then Tommy's giving me this look, like this funny look, and cracking out laughing. And then it took me a while to catch on, and I was like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know, I didn't want to tell that nigga then, because it's like, you know, it's kind of like, it's best you don't know. You already done put the shit to your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You just better you not be no the wiser. You know what I mean?
It was going to get pretty from there.
Yeah.
That nigga, everybody hated that nigga though. Well, actually, nobody hated that.
I didn't hate it. I mean, that's my man. He's had beef with so many of y'all. Like literally, I was the glue. You know what I mean? I was the glue between you and Thoreau. I was glue between Joey and Thoreau. Pretty much, I'm pretty much the only denominator that didn't have any riffs with it. The only time I had a fight, I remember. And I'll say this is an L I caught with Dredd. You know what I'm saying? Dredd, one of my best friends still. But I was drunk, right? There's a lot of stories that begin with I was drunk. And he was on the phone with somebody. I don't know what it was, but I just decided to be like an asshole. And I was like fucking with him, trying to snatch the phone from him and everything. And, you know, Dredd ain't like a punk, but Dredd is a smaller frame. He's a lot smaller than me. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga takes this phone and just cracks me with the shit. And it knocks me down and I'm laughing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get heated or nothing. I was like, oh, this nigga bust me in the head with this phone. It was one of those house phones. Not the old rotary big blocky shits, but like, you know, on the wall type house phones. Wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, you got that off on me. Okay. And, yeah. And then that's how that happened. But yeah, that's my man.
Nigga hated me, though. God damn, he hated me.
Who, Drake?
Nah, fucking
Thoreau. Yeah.
I mean, he wanted my baby mama. I had to slap him over her because he was just, like, mesmerized by her. Fucking Patricia, that crazy bitch.
Oh, we got a Patricia in the house too. A different one though. Yeah. All right. Shout out to all Patricias worldwide. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Remember, I had the Patricia. I was sitting there knocking her down when everybody was coming. Like, hey, what's up? I was just sitting there knocking it up. I was digging her in her.
Oh, I got a quick little funny. Like you were knocking off Patricia in the living room, and I think you had stuck your finger up her ass, and for whatever reason you said, "Yo, Tone, yo, trust me, get some of this. This is some good shit." You like asked that I put my finger in her ass. I don't know what pleasure I was supposed to get from it. You just said, "Yo, trust me, it's some good shit here." Like, what am I supposed to do? Get a glob and eat? Huh?
Probably said some shit like the water's warm or some shit. You
Yeah.
know, stupid.
I'm like, what do I get from this?
But she used to like being choked out. Shit, she was into all types of old wild shit.
Yeah.
You know, that was her thing, though. I mean, she wanted to be choked out and fucked up her ass and shit like that and stuff. And that nigga wanted her bad, dude. 'Cause I had her walking around.
But she never let him get it though, right?
No. She couldn't. She didn't like him. She thought he was creepy.
Didn't they have something in the bathroom where he kind of like played her a little too close?
No,
And
she tried to. No, what happened was he tried to play off like he was in pain or something and like wanted a massage or something. I was like, yeah, go give him a massage or something like that. Because I was going over there, hey, I mean, but she thought he was just creepy. She thought he was weird and creepy and just like, she just did not. She didn't want to put him over.
Word.
I don't know. Because I remember everybody came in, Madrid, everybody came in walking through the door and shit, you know. I mean, I wasn't expecting niggas to walk through the door, but fuck it, I'm not going to just put down what I was doing and shit.
But yeah, I mean, shout out to the whole crew. Because we had separate crews. Like, I had my own crew with him, and then we had our other people. But then I was also in the main Pieces crew. But there was a time where the crews kind of crossed over and we was all in the crib together. But it's safe to say the only two people that was really getting biz on some shorty shit was you and me.
That's sad.
Right, like remember we would overbook and we would have like different shorties and they kind of colliding. We didn't even mean to overbook. We just have, oh, I forgot I invited you and her. Oh shit, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, but the reason why it worked a lot of times too is because of the honesty. You know, not lying to shore. It's like that was the one thing. Always be honest to people. Let people pick what they want to do. Let them tell you who they are. Like the Patricia. Like I already knew Patricia's down for wild shit because we talked about it. Right. I told her who I was and I like shorties and I like, and I'm wild and I'm just that dominant shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And I like shorties that like shorties. You know what I'm saying? I mean, She's wild, whatever.
Oh, remember to wake up, the sun's in your face?
Wake up. The sun's in your face. The sun is
in your face.
But the honesty thing, yo. So shorties already knew what was going on. So when they popped up, they like that. They already knew they were gonna crash into somebody. So they were down. I mean, ain't nobody lying.
Now she has it that Damon. Nah, that's my cousin. That's King Light, a.k.a. Moose, or whatever new name you got for yourself now.
Oh, King Light, Moose with a new stuff, because
with his old fine self.
Just shorter, but yeah.
Yeah, Mustafa in the building.
Moose kind of just stuck with me because of the Mustafa.
That's your credit in the video. In the hot video, in the video that we did, the Mr. Hot, it says that your appearance, Moose.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna tell him you said that though, Elm, with his old fine self. I'm gonna emphasize the old and all that. You know what I mean?
What happened?
Nah, it's my homegirl. She likes Damien, Brooklyn Damien. Trauma.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out, you know what I'm saying? Traumaville.
Word. So yeah, we had. Yeah, them niggas would go to the club, cause I was tired, cause we had our own thing. So by the time we done got hustling, we done did a little 800 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have to do the club shit at the end, cause you know me, like we were always saying we never liked clubs. We like to be on the outside where it's more light, where you can get the shorties at. We won't be in a dark ass place that's meant for the ugly niggas.
Well, I mean, I still only did that late night stuff part time because. You gotta remember, I still raised my sons.
Yeah.
Like I still always took care of my kids, and that's and having my boy at 16. I mean, I was all my money.
Yeah, why they gotta be Patricia?
That's why.
And she about your complexion too, Trish.
Stories after the club, after hour stuff. That's why I never was part of the after hours like stories.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I wasn't there when Charles got hit. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there for none of. Because remember, I went home. I was like, dude, I got to make sure that I take care of the kids. I still had I had Jeremiah at the time, who was like 5 or 6. And then Cameron was a baby, you know, and me and his mother wasn't getting along, and I was trying to still take care of the household. Because remember, her and Pete was like at odds with each other because he was the one coming to get me, and she wanted to try to keep me there at the house and stuff.
Right.
Come get me, and I'm like, I'm not trying to, you know. And we had our ups and downs, you know. So
yeah, I just didn't like the energy, like that rich shit and all that. Niggas was getting shot in the front, and it was like we already did our numbers in the earlier part of the day. So, you know, like I always tell people, like, yo, niggas would do whatever. You go home for your careers or whatever. I'm trying to politic with a shorty. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to be out there all doing that. I did my numbers earlier. I'm chilling.
Yeah, I do my shorty, right. Do my shorty thing. I was bodybuilding at the time a lot, so I had to go work out. You know, so I would be up in the morning. Remember, I get up at like 5 or 6 in the morning. Naturally,
yeah, you always got up early.
I was doing the construction for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I helped build back a Majestic movie theater and all that when they had the Borders movie theater back there. We used to sell that. Remember, I was working, doing that, and then coming down and selling CDs and movies and clothes right down in front of the spot building that I was working on. Right
Word. It's like double time work.
For a while, I was working at the animal hospitals. I worked at a couple of those animal hospitals and stuff like that. I was doing it overnight for a while too before I left to Boston. I was working overnights at the animal hospital, one of them. So I the whole late night shit. I never was a late night party guy, you know. And then not only that, I listen to wild music. I'm heavy metal and classical music and funk. I like soca. I'm not a reggae guy, but I love soca music. Like, you know me, I like tribal music, very upbeat, energetic shit. You know what I'm saying? Very tribal like music. So
right. Yeah, I love that heavy metal.
Huh?
I said, I would love that. You and Missionette love that shit. I be bumping that shit mad loud in the car. I'm in there spazzing like the shit about to crash, all this extra loud shit going on.
Yeah. Play that Spanish stuff, play all that stuff.
I fuck with the Spanish stuff.
Shit, love that Spanish music.
Remember, I used to like them Spanish clubs.
Huh?
I used to like the Spanish clubs. Yeah, remember there was one time where I was like, yo, let's go to the Spanish club. Let's go to the Spanish club.
Oh, I was down. I went to that. Remember they came and got me out because what happened? Was it Tommy that got kicked out? Was me and you that went in and they came and got us or something? Because the dude wasn't at the door or something like that or something?
Something like that.
Or was it Nick? No, it was Nick. Nick was with us.
Okay.
And he was like, oh, they because I'm white and they let y'all in. Like, dude, they came in because nobody was at the front door, so we didn't know we had to pay to get in. And we came in, and I was sitting there drinking the Guinness, dancing with the Spanish mom. When the guy came, I was like, yo, what the fuck? And we was getting ready to pay and stay, but then we found out that Nick didn't get in, and he got kicked out. And he was mad, saying there was some racist shit because he's white.
Right, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Oh, man, I was having a blast at that Spanish spot, too. Oh, man, you know, I know a little salsa, merengue. You know, I know a little bit of that shit, but not really enough. Enough to where you can tell I'm trying, and I'm like trying to put a fucking effort in, but I'm probably fucking it up really bad on the
right.
Well, but they, you know, like especially the older mommies, they cool as shit, dude. I love them, man.
Because it was different there. You know what I'm saying? It was a little different from the normal routine out there. That's the thing about the Spanish spots. Everything else was, you know, we used to just regular nigga shit all day. So, you know, it was like a little switch up.
No. Well, you're used to that shit. I would go around. I hang out with the white boys and kick it with them real quick too, and then kick it.
Oh yeah, you were definitely my white boy link. Like if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know half them white motherfuckers. Nick, all them niggas. You were my plug to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's because I got out. I couldn't bear to just take what was given to me in life. And, you know, if that was the case, then I'd have been fucked up. I mean, dude, come on now. Like I said, starting off like I did. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, mom smoked crack and fucking prostituted and shit. Dad died of dope. I mean, what the fuck? You know, I mean, I was dealt a fucked up hand. In and out of group homes and foster homes and shit like the people who were the streets with my family. That's why I said I got love for the females. All them fucking women that showed me love and supported me and had my back and shit all through my whole life. That allowed.
Keep talking. I'll be right back. I had to take a piss.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, I'm supportive of that, dude. I mean, I've done some dumb shit in my day, and they still stuck behind me and fought with me and shit, you know? So I'm alive today to be able to tell my little corny-ass dumb stories to people and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, fuck. Yeah, thank you. Fuck that, dude. But apparently I gotta wheel some type of conversation thing on. I don't do computers and online and shit. I'm not really into that whole social media crap and everything and all that stuff. So, you know, I've been bamboozled into talking on this thing and stuff. And now I gotta wheel the show like I know what's going on. So my Cowboys suck. There you go. What else is new?
Try to take one of them super quick whizzes. Leave you holding your nuts out here and shit.
Everybody's right for their thing, but if we ain't got an earth, then I don't have no place to put my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Please, by all means, you know, clean after yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know, as far as littering is concerned.
True.
You know, just take time to even put your hand on a tree, love a tree. You know,
get on some tree hugging shit. Yeah. You know, talk to a motherfucking tree. Why not?
You know, show some love to the earth, you know what I'm saying? That has allowed us to have our, you know, our little mischief dancers or whatever the hell, you know, we get to do in life and stuff. So that's all that's the only points I really got as far as anything that's really concerned. You know, once again, I have a lot of stories and there'll probably be a lot of females involved. But that was pretty much who had my back and who's always been around me. You know, I don't have a lot of male friends. I deal with males to a certain degree, but it's just a big testosterone fight, you know, and, you know, females know how to work with somebody, like they talk, they developed me. I'm 7th grade dropout, but I learned how to have a halfway decent communication. Because
Oh yeah, you're a brilliant genius. Fuck all that school shit, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I noticed is dope.
A lot of the women help me. Go ahead.
Now, I'm just talking about kind of on some other shit. We could get back to what you were saying. When I was taking the piss, I was thinking about we didn't really get into that much beef. Like, we were just like loved in the hood icon type shit. But fortunately, I think we were blessed that we didn't get into much drama. I'd be able to rock my white gold Jesus piece, no problem. You know what I'm saying? I think niggas, like in hindsight, I think niggas gave us like a unique type of respect. And that shit is just type dope.
What we put back in the game, we was always trying to help niggas out as far as putting money. I mean, we goofed off and stuff and had fun with people, you know. We always stopped to let people know that we didn't want to really disrespect nobody. Like when we had, like, you know, Fareed running around.
Oh my goodness.
Bitches and being disrespectful to women and hoes and this and that and the third and all that and stuff, you know. And one thing is talking shit and having fun. I mean, you know, niggas, hoes, bitches, I mean, we having fun. We talking shit. You know, everybody, dude. If I don't talk shit about you, then that means I don't trust you, because family, all my family and friends, I talk big shit too. So if I talk about a crippled motherfucker,
what you said, the difference between an asshole and a dickhead.
Yeah, asshole and dickhead. An asshole is somebody that'll fuck with you, but a dickhead is somebody that actually fuck you over. And I'm not no dickhead. I'm just an asshole. I'll just fuck with you. You know, talk shit and everything. You know, I wish you the best at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? People that I don't like, I'll punch you in the mouth and help you back up. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of guy, you know. It's been a hard life. Like I said, it's been a rough life. A lot of juvenile corrections, juvenile programs and stuff. Once again, drug addict parents. So life was kind of fucked up. But, you know, the streets was good to me. You know, a lot of people had my back. A lot of older people had my back. You know, and took me in, and I stay on their floor. And
to this day, because you still, you know, you still in the area. So, you know what I mean? I said even to this day, because you're still in the area, so you still take the reputation and wear it today, and you know what I mean? Get that love.
But I was walking with my kids, and I was walking with one of my sons, my youngest boy. You know, he's 18 now, and somebody was like, "Hey, you know who you are." You know, like, you know, because remember, I mean, I used to fight, and, you know, we used to box and wrestle and stuff, and got into all types of little stuff, and you know, and was known for getting into little, you know.
Oh, what about the famous Adams Morgan fight? When we put our belts in the air.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, but that was once again the nigga talking crap and stuff. You know, I mean, a little nigga, Fareed, you know, he ain't no big nigga any goddamn way. It's not a rep thing per se, you know. But he kept talking his shit, and I kept saying, "Come on, man, why?" Because he gets drunk and he gets belligerent. Like I said, that's why he had to go.
Yeah, because he was disrespecting people.
The Israelite dudes. You just come off the bus from New York, and this nigga takes one of the Israelite signs because they had Arabic on it. Doesn't mean that because he's Muslim. Doesn't mean it's anything particular. Let them people do their thing. They talking, and he flips the sign, and he looks at all these big niggas and stuff. Granted, you're 6'6", I'm 6'2".
Yeah, but them niggas don't play. You know what I'm saying? Even if you get the better handle on them, they're willing to find out. They're not to be fucked with
and I'm
like
not
that.
trying to go there.
Yeah, exactly.
For no reason. You know, I had to straighten his ass out and, you know, talk to these niggas level-headed like, dude, that's my man, and I'm not going to let him get his ass whipped out here, but he's dead wrong, and I apologize for it. You know what I'm saying? And we're, as a group, going to deal with him, just as you would deal with one of yours. And the big niggas looked at me like, yeah, he know what he's talking about, and shit like that, and we went on our way. And I dealt with that little nigga, and I ended up having to deal with him again. And
that was the same night that we had to flip on him.
Huh?
That was that same night, the Adams Morgan shit of that all happened the same day, right?
And as soon as he kept talking crap, and I had my heavyweight championship belt, I had the actual belt, like the real leather belt, metal.
And I had mine.
You got the United States jump off on and stuff, and you know we're talking about taking down, you know, 7 foot 500 pound Big Show in the most magnificent arena in the world at Madison Square Garden. You know what I'm saying, and stuff. You know, cracking big jokes, having fun. You know what I'm saying, and because the shorties is having fun and laughing and stuff, and he gets mad and wants to start talking reckless, and he kept saying, calm it down, son, calm it down, son, calm it down. And then he finally just pissed me off, and I looked at him, and he said, I went too far, didn't I? As soon as I started popping my belt off my waist, he knew I went too far. I gave it to you, and I just dusted that nigga up. And then he ran off with his tail between his legs. I threw my belt in the air I threw my belt in the air before the Rock Dwayne Johnson like that. I mean, the boom, boom, boom hit way before that with me. So yeah.
You see?
Before there was a bookend and a rock bottom, there was a moose hit.
Right. Yo, look at your phone.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cameron got mine.
Okay, so yours is still good. That's good.
Yeah. You know, he's laid the claim. He's 6'6".
Wow.
Pounds of punk.
Is he done growing?
I don't know, man. His shoe size says no, so he keeps growing.
What's his shoe size?
I mean, he gets bigger and even more and shit. My phone's getting ready to die, son.
Oh, you got to bounce? All right.
My shit's on red. No, it's about to. I mean, it's on red though.
Yeah, you just let it ride. But now you got the stable joint, so that's what's up.
Once again, if I'm going to leave anything with people, if I got to talk to people, I probably won't do this often because I'm not no social media guy and I care less for any of that stuff and all that wild technology.
Right.
Shit, you know?
It's exclusive.
I'm not a hard guy or, you know, I can really care less for what people intangible shit they have to offer, you know. Once again, man, take care of the earth. We only got one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Love our earth, man. I don't know. Like I said, I understand we got a lot of social problems and a lot of different idealisms, and people need to figure their shit out and get over themselves real quick. But it's not getting no better and stuff. And people might as well get used to wearing masks because it's going to be oxygen tanks soon. And you know, I mean, the shit's outrageous, dude. And
right.
It's just it's inconsiderate. It's disrespectful, you know. And you know, the people of the land who's, you know, died on this land, it could be the natives or the natives now, or whoever you may be from, whatever country you may be from. You know, this is your home now. This is where you're at. This is where you live. Please take care of it. It's, you know, if you want to live here, die here, and even be buried here, be our guests. It is nobody's true piece of whatever the land itself.
Right.
You know, it is ours to appreciate and to love. We have a lot of power, a lot of relationship with animals. You know, we can communicate with these creatures in our own many different ways and stuff. I got stray cats that know me. I got birds that know me.
I got a cat in the bathroom right now. You got birds that know you?
Yeah, the birds know me, and they know you. Like when you feed them enough, they know who you are.
Oh, that's dope.
You know, the animals will know who you are after a while. They know if you're harassing them or if you're not. And
yeah. Now they ain't no fools. They no food coming from you. They're like, yeah, that's my nigga.
Well, whatever it is, they're not dumb.
Right.
They can live on this earth and manage to take care of all their responsibilities without fucking it up.
Yo, I heard parrots could have the intelligence of a teenager.
Balance.
Yeah.
Huh?
I heard parrots could have the intelligence of like a 12, 13-year-old teenager.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I don't have knowledge. I would have to do do some research on that myself. I know they got magnets in their brain.
You got dolphins with the sonar shit that we don't even have. You know what I mean? So there's other planes of, I guess, communication and things that they probably looking at us like we're stupid.
I had an uncle on my white side that used to do pigeon racing, where they would, wherever a pigeon was born is where they're always going to come back to. And these old white guys used to bid a lot of money on racing them, and they put the metal bands on their ankles, drive them all the way out to the Midwest in a truck that looked like one of those old school dog type cage type things where the cages were on the outside, but they were a lot smaller. Yeah. And they were stuffed full of pigeons and birds, and they'll drive all the way out to like Illinois, Indiana, Midwest, and just let all these motherfucking birds go. And the first bird that would come back to its home, they would document it and register it and bid money on it or some shit. This is It's obviously back in like the 80s and stuff. You know? But that was some of the white side my family used to do. They used to have the pigeon coop. You'd have to like shovel the bird shit out that motherfucking shit. I was like, why do people want to do this shit? That shit was crazy, man. Like, I was literally going back and forth from New York and DC and Maryland, and these weird places and all these strange people and stuff like that. All I knew is every time I was bouncing around, nobody was doing shit.
Nobody did what?
Wasn't doing shit. If it was taking care of me or whatever the fuck, it was always because somebody else was somewhere else. It was my family in New York or whoever it is, or his family out here, or his family or some shit. It was always somebody's family.
I feel you.
It's crazy.
Oh, those are the components of the man you've become today. So
it's an adventure. It's adventure. It's interesting. For a broke ass nigga, it's the best adventure you're gonna get for being broke.
Word. What you tell him? I be on the same shit you say. Yeah, I could have money. I am money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I am the resource.
Word.
The human himself is a resource.
Though I'm still getting this, trying to get this money too. Don't get it fucked up. But at the same time, I'm not gonna, bludgeon somebody for it. Because at the same time, I wake up feeling great.
That's what they using the whole thing hostage with right now. I mean, that money thing, they holding the world hostage with that crap. I mean, the people love it. Hey, they want to destroy everything for it.
But if by chance you would like to donate, I got the link. I don't think did I even put a link in there? I don't think I put a link in this motherfucker. Y'all see that shit scrolling across the thing? Cash App, something or another. Yeah, I do got a link in there if somebody want to throw me like, I don't know, 50 cents or something.
$3.50.
Actually, I got music for sale. That's the best thing. I sell music. I forget. You ain't even got to donate. Cop some music. $10 albums on deck all day. No, you say, you want? Yeah, get you a Cash App. I'll throw it up in here.
$3.50.
Word. Need about like $3.50? Give me like a little $3.50.
This ain't you, Marty. I know that's you.
Word. What's this shit? NYPD?
One of those situations where it's like, even though you don't have a real nigga to actually say that, you can do like that one nigga did. Give me your money. Don't give that nigga your money. Give me your money. Fuck that.
Yo.
Give me your money.
There's some people that's watching this. The nigga that said that might very well watch this shit. And you're a fellow DC resident, DMV area living individual. Let me tell you, shout out to LJ, shout out to L.A. This nigga, my cousin, right? He never watches any of the sector shit, right? It just so happens we chilling, and I just had to have LA or somebody show on, a LJ show, something like that. And we caught the very clip at the right moment where, say it again, what did you hear? What did you hear that man say?
Oh, he was like, oh yeah, fuck that nigga. Give me your money. The money that you was gonna give that nigga, give it to me.
Love All, it was between LJ, it was between LJ and Love All of Me. Love All of Me was donating to LA. Yeah. He was like, nah, don't give him your bread, give it to me, whatever. Of all things for him to hear, he heard that shit, and it's like always stuck with him ever since.
But once again, though, I don't want to put names and put things, but I guess that's what y'all people do in y'all sectors, and y'all do y'all little researches on people. Oh, no, that nigga,
Well, he's a known dude in the thing, both parties.
But now the best one is still always going to be the PP and the doo-doo, because that's pretty much all niggas is talking about.
Oh, that was more conscious community shit. That was some old other kind of sector, but it's kind of like semi-related. Yeah, when the little kid said the PP and the doo-doo.
That's all niggas this is talking about anyway. Is the good PP and the good.
Right. It all come down to that.
It's all a bunch of theories and ideas, man. I mean, ain't nobody. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Most people don't. They just having fun.
Yep.
Just only thing that you can know for sure is self-preservation, procreation, and fuck that nigga. Send me your money.
Word. Which could kind of like fall and be relative to both of the aforementioned things. Word.
Send it through pigeon. Remember, I got a pigeon coop in the back of my yard, probably somewhere. I'm shoveling. I'm knee deep in shit. I'm probably 2 weeks behind. I go back there shovel shit. Send me a pigeon to PO Box Cuckoo Cuckoo. We are the Dolphins.
We are Legion.
That's a rip-off
Word.
of the war.
Okay, so you got the pigeon. I got the Cash App. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Airmail,
literally.
literally.
Bumblebee. I take Slingshot.
That sounds like a good name of a cash sending thing. Don't that sound like a dope name? Slingshot. Get that shit sprung sent to you in a slingshot.
Well, that's because they got that TV thing where they be like talking about, I'm slinging right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you slinging all right.
Slingshot me $5. Yo, that shit is dope. I'm gonna have to make note of that. Yeah, that might work. We might be able to break some bread off that shit. Slingshot for a new like Cash App. Whatever other shit type of shit, PayPal, Slingshot. It just roll off the tongue good for that.
My phone's gonna die soon, right? But I'll give you a conversation that you could probably talk with people about. Has Corona, and I was gonna actually do a rap song about this.
Okay.
I guess I ain't gonna be able to do it now. I can still do it, but has Corona killed chivalry? And talking about like how you can't hold the door for people.
Yeah.
Like I be on the bus or the trains, and I be like wanting to help old ladies with their baskets, but they be like, yo, if I grab the basket, am I killing them?
That happened to me. I was trying to help a lady with her thing, and she just gave me that look like, nah, back up off me, son. She was going down the stairs with the stroller thing, and I just random, naturally, my inclination is to help her, and she just gave me this look like, no. I'm like, all right.
Right. Yeah, see, I think that's a very interesting situation, conversation as far as like I said, I was thinking about pumping a song out kind of about that, of course I didn't really get down to it just yet. I'm working on this comic book for a friend of mine and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I've been kind of drawing that up and doing that and stuff, so doing the shit, I haven't done it in a while, so it's kind of cool and fun or whatever. I kind of see that. I'm looking at the colors and the shit, the way I'm drawing. I'm like, God damn, shit like some old 70s.
How much of it have you got done?
Submarine type shit. Huh?
How much of it have you got done?
I got a cover. I got an introduction. I got a couple little storylines in the drawing out, and I got a couple grand ideas that I got to apply on paper and figure out how I'm gonna really draw them out and design them. And some of the storyline I pretty much got. You know me, I can just flow off the top of some stuff real quick. The whole poetry, freestyle, and all types of dumb shit. I was always good at doing and shit. Storytelling and all that crazy crap. So that's not really the hard part. It's just basically just sitting down, taking enough time to really do it per se. But I got some really cool ideas. I got to remember that I'm doing this one for a female, so I can't go too not gruesome or like
Ferguson.
I don't really care about all that group. But me, barbaric more. Me, I do it more barbaric. Monsters and crazy old psychotic wild sword swinging niggas and shit. I gotta watch that. I gotta remember that. As much as I want to go into that type of, but it's got some political aspects to it and stuff like that. A little bit of the time type of thing going on and stuff. So
okay,
yeah. So that's pretty much the gist of it.
That's what's up.
But it's cool. It's fun. It put a smile on her face, and she's a good friend of mine. So I like her. She's got the same type of like pre-hippie spirit. She likes to pick berries and run in the fields and stuff. So she's really cool. I like her. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find black people who are like that. At least in my general area.
Yeah, definitely out there.
It's just like really
New York's a lot more diverse. You're gonna find a little bit of everything out here. But yeah, where you at? Whew, that shit rough. As far as black women is concerned.
DC, Maryland, and Virginia is diverse in its own right. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you can find that, but still, it's just like when it's true. Like she's really into the whole like. I'm not into sorcery shit myself. Me. I'm just more into like just cool to know with some people. I have things, but she's into that whole reading this and energy that, and, you know.
Right.
She's got her little shrine thing put together and stuff like that. You know, she's her own little gypsy type, you know, Stevie Nicks type of shorty type of thing, I would guess.
She got tarot cards?
Yeah, she got all that type of stuff. Right. She do the tea leaves, she do all that old wild crazy shit. I'm surprised she don't do like the, what was it, I think it was the Egyptians or something where they had the stick. I'm surprised she don't do that, where they throw the sticks down and depending on how they lean on each other and shit, it tells you the fucking future.
Really?
Or like Haiti lady on the PJs where she throws the chicken guts and the gizzards on the wall and can tell you, you know, if there's going to be rain or storm coming and stuff like that. You know, like she said, she uses science. You know,
science. The family's dysfunction now.
Dysfunction now.
Right.
Good shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my thing hit 6%. I ain't got no more joints rolled up either.
Word.
I'm out of coffee too, because like I said, you know, I don't drink no more, so coffee is it now. You know, all that Jack Daniels drinking.
Oh, you still ain't on the drink? That's good.
IPA, yeah, it's been 6 months or something, man. You know,
dope.
You know, all that shit's winding down, man. All that hell raising shit, dude. You know, keeping it simple, man. Keeping it simple. You know, I'm planning on trying to be a grandfather soon and shit like that. You know,
me too.
23. Man. And you know, I was with
trying to be a father and a grandfather. Like
you know, the oldest boy came and got me today, and we hung out for a while and stuff, and we did some breaks and stuff. You know, some ice breaks, you know, cracked jokes and goofed off, and then you know, he had to go back up towards Baltimore.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I talked to Cameron for a while, face, you know, whatever. So it's pretty. I gotta go see him soon again.
What's up with Missionette?
Oh, well, you know, I've been throwing everybody's name out there.
I mean, you threw them niggas' name, my bad.
She's doing good, man. She's doing good. I was talking to her for a minute. I was talking to my other baby mom. I might as well keep one of them discreet because she was over there at the shop getting the older one.
Mm-hmm.
So they said hi to each other for a minute, you know, let them talk for a second on the phone, and then she talked to the youngest boy for a while and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was cool. You know, they all pick on me, crack jokes at me. You know how that thing go, you know, but, you know, everybody loves her. Everybody's family.
Right.
It's cool. You know what I'm saying? The oldest boy's mother's, her daughter, you know, you know, she's basically like my daughter. Her birthday is coming soon. It's in October and stuff. She's going to be 10. So I got to figure out what we're going to do, you know. We was talking about doing some type of barbecue get together or something like that, but it'll be cool. It'll be fun. I'll see if I can get my youngest son and bring him out and stuff like that. It depends on his schedule because you know he's in college now, so his schedule is booked.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully everything cool. That virus shit don't get like too much out of control in this fall winter. You know what I mean?
Well, he's doing online right now. He's doing
okay.
Online. But yeah, you know, his punk ass, his mom ain't gonna let him do. You know, they bougie. They ain't gonna let him go do any goddamn thing, man.
No.
Ouch.
Science.
It's cool, man. It's cool. I love my life. It's cool.
Yeah, right.
It's definitely a lot better. I got a beautiful life now. You know, things are definitely great. Oh my God! I mean, I got some hard times, of course. Bodies.
If you could come back, if you could come back to this earth looking the same, would you?
I do what now?
I said, if you could come back to this earth looking the same culturally, I guess you could say race-wise and all that shit, would you, or would you be some old different shit?
No, I would definitely do me again.
Yeah, me too.
I would do me again.
Now, because I was talking about someone, I was talking to someone, and she said, yeah, I would do it all over again. I'm like, yep. So, you know, shout out to all three of us. Yeah, I'd do this shit all over again.
Yeah, I don't think the chances of the multiracial and looking the way I look and everything, I don't think that's very. The chances is low. You know,
I like the fact that I'm tall. Shit, I want to be. Imagine coming back being even 6'4". I'd be heated. You know what I mean?
You know, I got a black mother from New York and a white father from Kentucky. I mean, I got to really experience interesting cultures and life.
Right. You know what? This is what we should do a show on. We need to talk about that whole mix shit. Because, yeah, you have a different dynamic than me, where me is, you know, just both my parents happen to be, well, my father was fairly dark but mixed, where my mother's a light-skinned black woman, and you know what I mean.
Right.
So yeah, I never grew up with a white parent.
Oh, my phone's dying out. Powering off.
Oh, it's a wrap, huh? All right, yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Fuck out.
What happened? All right. Yeah, send me back later when you can. That was Mustafa. Matter of fact, so good, I'm going to say, please rate the quality of the call. I'm going to give it that excellent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we need to do a show about racially amorphous looking like y'all want to know what he looks like, just picture me in a shorter form. And that's about like what he looked like. And I said, what he look like? What he look like? What's up with everybody though? We got up there, they came on through. How long I've been on this thing? Not that long. Wow, it's been over an hour. That shit was mad, flew by quick. We got Patricia in the building. Lady La came through. Couple people. Saffron brought herself through. I put the extra emphasis on Saffron, you know, in a good way and whatnot. Yeah, a lot of ladies. Oh, Simone even came through. What's up, Simone? I don't know, you probably done popped on out of here by now, but yeah, shout out to you. Elm City. I'm starting to notice a pattern here. It's all beautiful ladies that done popped up in this thing. Was it my cousin that brought y'all out? You know what I mean? Let me find out. But yeah, shout out to y'all. I'm gonna play this song. Since I named the shit the Crazies, might as well play the Crazies. And I might shut this off and check out what Styles is doing. Cause I ain't worried about what Styles doing.
The Crazies live in the subways. Complete control of the underground. They're night raiders.
Yo, don't be concerned about what you heard about me, word of mouth. Facts, I'll take the burner out and blow your fucking sternum out. I'll keep the fragments, little pieces of your clavicle in my cabinets to prove you ain't shatterproof. Put the 450, you let off 4 clips in you. Pain experiences like a pitch jaws grip to you. Now you're scarecrow dead, watch me tear whole heads off at their shoulders. I cough as you smolder. Fresh ash particles contaminate the sky. From your flesh barbecue, inhale it to get high. Pull the tool in your blast, leave you laying on the deck. Fuck your bulletproof vest, son, I'm aiming for your neck. Now your beautiful jugular soaking up my rug. Ain't no cruise ruggeder, I'll prove it with a slug. Series psychological, your team's methodical. We backslap fag rappers like bitch prostitutes scream. And pray it's only a nightmare, and hope your gaping throat's really only a slight tear. The truth you slice right with the nice 9-inch knife. Every try fry my right, ignite 25 to life.
Born in the naked dead, garnish your flesh, coffin your head. Me and the coffin starve women till they're orange and red. Take creep pictures, renounced I'm the young Keith Richards. I'll turn the MILF evil, feed them some speed, but kill the mixtures. Writing Bibles like I'm Anton. We slime buckets where sluts get gutted. Fucked and punched with the tampons, the blood fetish. I muster a grimace like Al Fish. Your moment of silence, the count is about to affix. Playing God is such a thrill.
The funny thing is, I didn't even mean to have my cousin. That all happened spontaneously with him getting on the phone and everything. He called like right when I went live, and I'm pretty sure I told him I was live. I think it had messed up and I had to hit the live button again, some shit like that. But yeah, I just that was totally unplanned, and he just happened to be a fellow nut, and we just started talking about, you know, a couple crazy stories here and there, and it all kind of, you know what I'm saying, went together and everything. You know what I'm saying? But that's Moose right there. Probably will just do a show with him, just talking about culture and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Let him tell his story, because, you know, on his father's side, his pops was white. So, yeah, I heard him. He likes heavy metal and all that other shit too. So, you know what I mean? He got his own little thing going on. But yeah, that's my brother right there. Might as well call him my brother. You know, we practically look like twins. Let me get some black-owned marinara dispensaries first. Word, 4 Black Girls Pizza. Okay, little thing. I gotta check that joint out. But yeah, I meant to just come in and just, I don't know, just talk about, you know, crazy is kind of like an extra sense of the word. We just talk about inventive, personable people that are just not fucking automatons, that are just not, you know what I mean, fucking mindless drones. Stat whole ass mother effers, you know. That was the initial plan. And then next thing you know, my compadre comes on and we start talking to some crazy ass little stories. And yeah, I didn't get the half. Shout out to Nick. We think he died, we not sure, but rest in peace to Nick if he died. Tommy, you know, did pass away. Shout out to Tommy. Shout out to Pete. Shout out to Charles. Shout out to Big. You know, we lost a few people on our little journey and whatnot, you know what I mean? But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. If anybody's wanna just talk shit about whatever, in case. I think it should work. Don't be concerned about what you heard about the word of mouth. Fact, I take the burn around and put your fucking sternum out. If anybody else want to come in here and just talk a little shit about whatever. The good old days. Everybody talking about the good old days. Let's talk about them shits. Yeah, let's start. I don't want that camera on. No, don't put that camera on. Put the other one on. No, we want that other audio. There we go. No video. We got that audio. Join Nizal. And we got the link. Copy join the info. Paste this joint right up in the chat room. So if anybody want to come through and just talk a little bit of mess, issues with stuff with Tone Space Bundy, then there you go. Don't be concerned about it. What you heard about me, word of mouth. Back, I take the bird out and blow your fucking sternum out. There we go. I'm gonna keep my looking at the screen in case someone come through. So make sure Francis the Dick Man don't get up in this motherfucker. And there you go. Should be peace like that. But yeah, we got a lot of good stories. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to see that my man is still not drinking. He said 6 months of no alcohol inducement, if that's even a term or a word. Last time I drank myself was October 31st last year, Halloween. I was out with the people, but yeah, I'm like, I was actually thinking of getting bent today. I ain't gonna front. I was thinking of copping 2 Budweisers. I had like two types of bent. If I get bent, either it'll be on some liquor or it's gonna be on some beer. And if it's gonna be on some beer, for whatever reason, I need that rough shit. I don't want that smooth beer. It gotta be tall cans of Budweiser. At least 2 of those things. Something about just that ruggedness of that harsh taste of that Budweiser. It just goes well with the alcohol situation. You know what I mean? So I was about to do that and then just, really wild out. Because I'm a fun drunk. Let's just say that. I'm a barrel of laughs. And one thing I noticed, most of the people that be on here that, do little shows, do live streams, they're on something. They're either, on trees or they're, on some alcohol. Some of y'all motherfuckers probably on some, like, opiates or some shit. You know what I mean? I mean, like, shit, I be on this shit with the all natural. But, and then the good thing is, like, that's perfect for people that just want to talk shit about whatever, gossip or whatever it is. That shit go hand in hand. I think that's probably a big reason why I don't do it, because I don't have the right libations to assist me in, wanting to do that. Let me get lit, as they say, and drunk off my ass. I'll be talking about all y'all motherfuckers, telling you, get the Festivus stick out and tell you how y'all all fuck it up. But when I get on this thing, since I'm on some sober mind, I guess it's a certain organization. I like to talk about topics and shit. But yeah, the link out. Otherwise, I'll shut this motherfucker down. I ain't trying to play dude shit. Let me see what he's talking about. Must have been a quick show, Patricia. Oh, there you go. And he got people in here. Something going on. He got 111 watching. Something going on up in here. Let me see what that is. See what this shit's about.
Everybody else ain't doing shit. A lot of y'all ain't did shit in months. Ain't left the house in months.
You must have had somebody on the panel. That's what it is.
Like, yo, these niggas is bored.
Nope. Unless he's not showing them, because I'm scrolling through. I ain't
Y'all
seeing
ain't
anybody
doing
on the
shit.
panel. Grumpy ass nigga talking about y'all ain't do. What the fuck are you doing?
Socially awkward.
You are socially awkward, dude. You're a fucking blight to society. A grumpy ass bitch. You always have a socially awkward situation where you just flip on somebody thinking they trying to make you look like something and they just chilling. They could be trying to help you and you're gonna have a socially awkward moment where you like try to fuck somebody over. Let me not even go through all that shit, man. Tell Styles to click the link. Fuck it. It's bad.
You like y'all a bunch of messy motherfuckers that you can't go be messy nowhere. Ain't nowhere for you to go stir no shit up. All y'all niggas are doing this bullshit.
You messy.
Y'all the motherfuckers at the job causing problems for other motherfuckers.
Man, fuck out of here.
Stop and look at it.
I'm gonna play a video, do a little reaction to some shit. Fuck out of here, yo. I don't want to hear that shit. Shout out to the drill movement. This is a song I like that recently came out by Billionaire Black and Folk. I hope I don't get flagged or something. I'm gonna do like a little quick reaction as I play it. This is my shit right here. Said they backdoor my brother, so it's fuck the guys. Billionaire Black, front door. This shit is dope. The hibachi shit, that's dope too. Check this shit out. This shit is so smooth right here, this track. Billionaire Black, shout out to all of them cats. Rest in peace to FBG Duck. But this tune go, shorty. This junk crank. Listen to this.
Hey, pull up, let me do my thing. Hey, little bit, my thing. Let me do my thing. Die while a little bit. Hey, pass me the blend, let me do my thing. Tryna slide down this block like a boomerang. I'ma drop every bitch that be hula gang. And I come from the pole for a Tuka gang. Saw your mans on the shirt, I'm like, ha ha. Hey, walk up on that bitch, fuck a drive-by. Flip shit in this bitch is like 5 guys. Hey, good munch in this wood and this die why. I'm so arrogant, bitch, not a shotgun. Ask Steve out the door when I fly by. Yeah, Billy back, that's my bro, smoking oh my. Get out, dog shit on the floor, ma.
See, I'm rocking double G's, dropping double Y's. Niggas backdoor my brother, so it's fuck the guys. I do a nigga like don't kill him in disguise. I would say fuck Steve, but he in the sky. You posting pictures of them niggas killed the guys. Niggas scared, I can see it in they fucking eyes. Lil' LA got smoke in 50 cent pies. When I land in a rap, we got 50s, we slide. Ooh, we smoking backdoor, that's yard mill. Yo, bait fake as hell, you got it from a yard sale. I'm from the tray, I'm cracking trays, fuck bar still. We got a chopper, make on flip like a cartwheel.
Hey, 130 and some tizzy got me high as hell. Backdoor a little goofy, yeah, might as well. Hey, we gon' pull up to a jack like we clientele. You can't run from this chop, your pants tight as hell. This little 9 that I got, this bitch light as hell. You got a gun, he got a gun, I got my pipe as well. Hey, Glizzy got the chop and he hype as hell. You could think that it's sweet, take your life as will.
We had to jump a nigga, Gay say he got pipes for sale. We called Breezy in the mall, he was nice as hell. Vine a nigga or a bitch, this nigga dyke as hell. Say you ain't scared, but niggas hopped up on the fighting bill. Ooh, Tato in my inbox, rap cap.
You wanna die in LA for?
Niggas stop bapping. We drove to Cali smoking cap and ain't not happen. At the Apache truck, we only had one ratchet. Ooh, look, these niggas bitches though. They like Billy say OT while he dissing though. But Keith did the same thing like me mention though. Bitch, I'm not a rapper, run up on me, let this missile glow.
That joint right there is fly. I fuck with that track. Let's see anybody in the thing. He said, man, Breezy and the more. That nigga's nice as hell. That shit is fire, man. Tell you, man, I'm getting sucked into that whole movement. Didn't really want to do it. I don't like the fact that it's a lot of bodies that drop in that drill shit, but it's so encapsulating. It'll really get you within and inside of it. We want to know every parameter and who's this, and like the shit is. You even see people in the comments that like that's half the battle too. Half of it is watching them on their IGs. Another part is them listening to their music, and then another part is looking at the comments. The comments on IG, the comments of their videos or of the posted IG videos. You know what I'm saying? There's like so many dimensions to that drill shit, and it all incorporates social media in a sick, twisted, destructive type of way. Yet on the other hand, it's productive because the social media is a huge component as to why there is a drill scene and why the shit, you know, gets views and all that type of shit. So it's a whole thing balled up of weird shit all in one. Shit crazy. Said I met him in the mall. He was nice as hell. You got your pipe, motherfucker. He got my pipe as well. What's up with President Trump, man? What's he doing? He got a new Nas joint, 504, and it's the shit that he was doing the video for. Said stop bapping. What's the latest on Trump? The way I think the shit works is Trump is gonna still be infectious with that virus for, you know, maybe 2 weeks on the minimum side of things. Trump endangers staff and takes a sick joyride. Wow. Let's hear Chris Cuomo's review of President Donald Trump's bullshit coronavirus video, as he calls it. Let's check in on that. Cause I met Breezy in the mall. He was nice as hell. Let's hear that shit. Shout out to Breezy though. I ain't in y'all shit. It just is a disclaimer. Y'all niggas are crazy. Alright, here we go.
There he is, hair blown majestically, reshooting the scene for his own ad. I hold rallies, and I tell you to ignore masks, and I rip mine off as I vanquish the virus because I am a leader. Fear not, COVID.
Chris Cuomo is furious over President Donald Trump's response to his own COVID-19 diagnosis.
What a bunch of bullshit.
Yep, that bunch of BS Cuomo just mentioned is about Trump's decision to return to the White House after leaving Walter Reed Medical Center after 2 days of treatment. Not only that, Cuomo also expressed outrage over the president removing his mask.
He takes off his mask while he's still infected, like that's some show of strength. It's as weak as it gets. Of course you should be afraid of COVID. It's killed more than 210,000 of us.
The CNN anchor slammed what he called it a propaganda video and compared the POTUS to a drunk driver.
You've got a president who is a drunk driver who is pushing others to drive drunk. That's what he is. Do I want to see a drunk driver get hurt? Hell no. But I worry more about the people he hits.
Cuomo also pointed out that Trump has access to some of the best resources and care available.
A hospital suite and 24-hour care and experimental drugs and all the best of everything all the time. And I'm not saying he shouldn't have it. I'm saying you should. Isn't that his damn job?
But it was this that caused Cuomo to...
I don't know about that. I was with him until he said, oh, the best care, the big sweet hospital and all this type of shit, all these amenities. I'm not saying he shouldn't have it. I'm saying you should. That doesn't make any sense. He's the president of the United States. If you give every single American these amenities, the acreage would be way too much. You know what I'm saying? He had a whole big, plentiful acres to himself. You can't give that to every American. Sure, the hospital system in the U.S. isn't the best, and you could have, like, especially with this coronavirus thing, you had tents and people in there. Sure, it should be a lot better than that, from when this thing was happening and all that. But no, he's the president. You can't just say, oh, all of y'all should have the presidential amenities. Now, granted, the treatments, should be available to everything, the same comparable stuff that he, is privy to. But to say that the, huge medical center that he has all to himself and all these little different amenities, give it to every single person in America, that doesn't make sense. Other than that, I'm with him.
To lose it.
Don't let it dominate you. Don't be afraid of it. I could have left 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I felt great, like better than I have in a long time. I said just recently, better than 20 years ago.
Now he says, don't worry about COVID. Don't let it control your life. It's just propaganda. How much bull do you need in your life?
The journalist wasn't the only one that lit into the president. Mandy Moore called him the cruelest on Twitter. Don't be afraid of COVID. Tell that to the 210,000 families who have lost loved ones, to the Black, brown, and indigenous folks disproportionately affected, with tens of millions of jobs lost and the economy tanked, many of us isolated for months. Hashtag vote him out. Chris Evans thought Trump's actions were, quote, reckless to a shocking degree, tweeting, "You've been under round-the-clock care by the best doctors using the best drugs. Do you really think that everyone has access to that? Sadly, I'm sure you're aware of that disparity. You just don't care." And David Duvernay wrote, "Don't be afraid of COVID," he dares say to those of us who have lost loved ones to COVID. This man is evil.
Everyone should have the best drugs.
Is on him. The White House is a cluster. He returned to a cluster and took his mask off. That is COVIDiocy. He's a COVIDiot.
This past spring, Cuomo contracted COVID-19, as did his wife Christina and his son Mario. In April, Christina spoke to ET about her husband's struggle with the virus and how they were handling it as a family.
Now, people have been feeling really debilitated by this virus mentally. I watched my husband suffer through that a bit. And again, I think it's because of the long duration of this virus. It is a minimum of 21 days for a lot of people. But the objective is to build up my immune system, keep it strong, as I did with Chris, so that we come out in a good place and a healthier place.
Yeah.
This Sunday, the president's
something isn't totally right.
health. The White House calls the president's condition very good.
Something isn't right with Trump's alleged catching of this virus. Some things just don't jive well. The speed and the timing of events. Something just ain't jiving well. I'm not saying for sure that he didn't contract the virus or that there wasn't a huge outbreak in the White House and that, he wasn't, because if there was an outbreak, he was flushed right in amongst it. So chances would probably be in his favor to have caught the virus. But some things just aren't making sense. What day? All right, let's say, for example, you test negative Tuesday, you test positive Wednesday, you go to Walter Reed Thursday and Friday, you come out Saturday, you're back at the White House. This is way too quickly packed pace. Like the events are playing out extremely quick. It's almost like if this were a movie, you're hitting 1.5 speed on it with the thing, and it just doesn't seem natural, the course of how these events are going. Granted, he had some different unique drugs that maybe could have wiped the shit up out of him a lot better, but something's fishy about this. Can't exactly place it. One thing I do know is that, if you do contract this, whether you feel better or not, you're going to be infectious for a good while. You should expect to be infectious for at least 2 more weeks, maybe even 3. Now, him coming back to the White House, what exactly does that mean? Meaning, is the White House the lonely White House with just him in it? Does he have his aides that's going to be in close quarters in contact with them? Are you going to put him in an isolated room like the Bubble Boy? What is the full definition of him coming back to the White House mean? Is he legitimately back to the White House, meaning fully staffed? meaning having people at full risk of catching the shit that he should still be infectious for a couple more weeks, you know? And that goes along with what I'm saying about something just isn't right with this situation. So I can't call it, you know, we'll see how it goes. Could it be fake? Could he have never caught the shit in the first place? Quite possible. Quite possible. Yeah. Something just ain't jiving. But I mean, aside from that, I hope he has a speedy recovery and doesn't infect other people. And I do hope he's all right. I do think I do agree with Chris Cuomo. A lot of things he was saying was insensitive to the people that did lose loved ones to this. Oh, you could beat it, you could beat it. It's a slap into the face to those that did not beat it, to their family, the family of those that did not beat it. You know, it's kind of like trying to say, pun intended, you're trying to trump those people, those individuals. You know, you got to be more humanitarian, a lot more humble in regards to that, you know, into the memory of these folks. You know, be thankful, have some humility. If you are beating it in a miraculous level due to your position and availability of drugs or just the natural properties of your body, whatever it is, be thankful, be humble about it. You know what I'm saying? Let that shit humble you. Don't have that shit have you wilding out till you throw your mask off like Marilyn Monroe at the beach with a bra or some shit. You know, you wilding, dude. Bugging. Shit, but on that note, I'm going to turn this motherfucker off. What time we at? Got a lot of ladies that came through. I like that. Shout out to the ladies. All right, almost 2 hours on this jump, so catch y'all in a minute.